What have we heard from Brian Moynihan, the head of that bank, going into earnings season about what we might be able to expect tomorrow?
Yes, so Brian Moynihan, the head of Bank of America, he's talked a lot about expenses. That's a really big theme for the bank going forward into 2017 and also into 2018. Back in, I think it was July at the third quarter earnings, he was telling us that he set actually a really good target, $53 billion of expenses that he'd like to get to by the end of 2018. So that's going to be a huge, huge thing that the analysts are going to be looking for to see how they're doing and actually getting to that. And then also, you know, what he talked about on trading was quite interesting. He said FIC trading, fixed income, is about 15% up at the time that he was talking about that. So it could be up even more with the analysts that we've been surveying. They're looking for upwards of 20%.
Laura, expense cutting, does that at this point mean more job losses?
Yes, Ivani, in short, it does. Bank of America has been cutting jobs, I think, for something like 25 quarters on end. And that can be things from retail banking, because they've obviously a very large presence in retail across America. But then they also have a huge investment bank as well, and also asset management, too. So all of those businesses, for the most part, have been declining for jobs.
Vonnie did a great job talking about J.P. Morgan there. Let me ask you about Wells Fargo, also reporting at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, New York time. This has been the first quarter where there hasn't been a huge scandal besetting the bank in some time. What do we expect to hear with regard to legal costs, say?
So that's something that analysts, David, will be looking for really to have some more insight on. The bank has not been very clear on what those might be. All they've said is, look, we've been under investigation. They did disclose that the SEC is investigating them. We know the Department of Justice is in there. So there are a lot of things going on. And then even if you think, too, about some of the lawsuits that are happening on the civil side, that'll be from the employees who used to work at Wells Fargo, and then also customers who feel that they were wronged. So I think that many, many investors on Wall Street are looking for some kind of update. And in the past, Wells Fargo did tell us, you know, one thing, they've got this reasonably possible reserve for litigations, things that they could set aside. And we know that they actually rose, whereas other banks, Bank of America, for example, have really been cutting back in many years.